Okay, let's see something about the verb haber. Okay, the first thing is to remember what do we know about the verb haber. We know some few things about this verb. Into one, we have combined the verb to be with there, and that is I. Right? There are, I. Haber is a verb that we use to indicate existence. So, for example, this is something that we already know. There is a party. In Spanish is hay una fiesta. Okay. We also know how to combine haber with some other verbs. There is going to be, or there are going to be, is a verb, the same verb to indicate existence, but this is like more like a future existence. To indicate future existence, we combine the verb haber with the verb to go in Spanish, and is va a haber. We also combine sometimes the verb to have, in Spanish is tener, with haber to indicate the obligation of existence. For example, there has to be a party. Tiene que haber una fiesta. And some other times we combine the verb haber with the verb to can. In Spanish is poder, to indicate the possibility of existence. There can be a party. Puede haber una fiesta. Okay, so these are uses of the verb haber. Existence of something. There is a party. Remember that we can do the negative form of this sentence is there's not a party. No hay una fiesta. Okay. Is there a party? You can say hay una fiesta, or oh, that's the only way. The same with going to be. Va a haber. The negative form is no va a haber una fiesta. The obligation, we can form this, transform into a negative sentence. No tiene que haber una fiesta. There has not to be a party. Or there cannot be a party. No puede haber una fiesta. Okay. So this is what we know already about the verb haber. But commonly in Spanish, the verb haber has a different function. Let's see what happened with the verb haber. Okay. Commonly, the verb haber is used as an auxiliary verb to form some compound verbs in Spanish to express that something has been done or yes. We use the verb haber. Okay. Verb haber. Let's see how to combine the verb haber with the past participle to form the compound forms of the verb. Okay, we have these three endings. The verbs in Spanish in their infinitive forms are always en ar, er, or ir. Right? For example, a verb that ends in ar, comprar, to form the past participle of this verb, ar becomes ado, the ending ar. We drop this and it becomes ado, comprado. Okay. For example, a verb that ends in er, like comer, means to eat. It becomes comido. So er changed to ido. And a verb that ends in ir, like to go out, for example, salir in Spanish, becomes salido. Okay. So let's see how to combine the ado, ido endings to form the compound forms of the verb. Let's see. Okay. This is the present compound. And to form this, yeah, I like it. Present compound. Okay, cool. To form this, we need the verb haber. Let's see the conjugation of haber. With the first person, I. In Spanish is yo. Yo. Yo he. This is an H. Familiar you. In Spanish is tú. Tú has. In the case of formal you, he, she, and it, remember that In Spanish, we don't have it. Those cases, commonly the conjugation are the same for those. Usted, él y ella han. For we, nosotros, hemos, and plural you, ustedes, han. Ellos y ellas han. Okay, so to form the present compound, we combine the conjugation of haber. This is the verb haber, remember? Haber conjugated plus the past participle. Okay, so we combine this with the past participle. The past participle are the verbs that ends in ado, ido forms of the verb. For example, yo have bought, yo he comprado. Have eaten, yo he comido. You have studied, tú has estudiado. You, formal you, he, she, and it. Él, ella, an. Oh, here we have a mistake. I'm sorry. Usted, él, ella, Sorry about that. This is without the N. My mistake. Usted ha, él ha, ella ha estudiado, bailado, salido, slept, dormido. Okay. And as usually, we can combine this with some complements. Okay. So this is how we form the present compound in Spanish. We combine the verb haber and all the conjugations. Yo he, tú has, él ha, nosotros hemos, plus the past participle in Spanish, that is the ado, ido forms. Yo he comprado, tú has comprado, usted ha comprado, él ha comprado, ella ha comprado, nosotros hemos comprado, ustedes han comprado, ellos han comprado. Okay, we combine those to form the present compound in Spanish. Now let's compare. Let's do a comparison between the progressive, that is very similar but is not the same, and the present compound in Spanish. Okay, the progressive form of the verb in Spanish is with the verb estar. The present compound is something else, and this is with the verb haber. Okay, we're comparing those verbs. Example. Let's see the different persons. The progressive is yo estoy, and we combine the verbs ando yendo. Estoy comprando. In English is the ing endings. In Spanish, the ando yendo forms to form the progressive estar plus this. Yo estoy comprando. Tú estás estudiando. He is studying. He is playing. Spanish is él está jugando. She is running. Ella está corriendo. We are, nosotros, estamos, this means nosotros, estamos, we are learning, nosotros estamos aprendiendo. Okay, so we combine to form the progressive, we combine the verb estar plus ando or yendo endings. Okay, so to form the present compound is different. Let's use the same persons. Okay, yo, tú, él, ella, nosotros. We combine the verb haber, yo he, with hado, ido. Yo he comprado, same verbs. Tú has estudiado. Yo he comprado means I have bought. You have studied. You are studying, you have studied. You are buying, you have bought. He has, él ha played. He has played. Él ha jugado. He is playing. He has played. She is running. She has run. Ella ha corrido. We are learning. We have learned. Nosotros hemos aprendido. So this is the present compound comparison to the progressive are different in the meaning, different, and we use different verbs to form both, but both use two verbs. Okay, so that's it.